Galileo. Not gonna play Rise bottom lane, no way.
Galileo.
Sivir.
All right, Sivir Camille going to be the choice here. It means seismic shoves will be a little bit more difficult to land. That is what you're going to be using your spell shield on. But if there's a taunt that does connect beforehand, that could be a problem.
Counter pick. It has not really been working consistently per se as a counter pick to the Olaf, but it's going to be what Dudu's got his hands on. Dudu's been known for his Jax since like before he even joined the LCK, but it's Keen. So the Keen test is going to be a difficult one. You know, he can get that cleanse out, and then maybe Duck Dom can make some magic happen. Otherwise, the lane just kind of pushes into you. And that's okay if you can get out without making any mistakes. But your agency level in that bottom 2v2 is pretty low at the moment. In a lot of other matchups, you'd have a little bit more. There's a bit of a trade here.
Yeah, Chovy actually going to have to flash out of the way. There's the safeguard forward from Shovel, and he locks down the kill. So has his flash. So I don't know whether they're killing him anytime soon, even if his health bar has gone down a little. Shovel now finishes off his clear, has his wolves now spawning, and is looking to head over there. So we'll be able to offer Dudu some assistance after those camps are removed.
Sword gonna get cleared up here by Peter. So minus some money from Duro as well here looking for this, but they may turn it into something a little bit bigger of a success here as Dudu is gonna have to stop that back channel.
Yeah, Canyon throws a rock over to Peter, but Keen is just still pushing this wave in. 3 versus 2 dive as these health bars are going lower and lower. The poke from the Skarner actually kind of working here.
Yeah,
as he's looking to take down this Gromp. Peter now in trouble. Does have the Twilight's Refuge, but the taunt is going to miss. He's slammed into the wall. Lit on fire as now you've got a counter-strike towards the top side. Ignite now ticking down onto Keen as well, who flashes and still dies. Chovy a little bit overextended here underneath the turret. We'll be able to get the kill onto the Shen of this Cloud Dragon, which will be our first of the game. Ruler going to come on over and help out. And Ruler is ahead by just a little bit here in this lane. Hasn't managed to get a plate just yet, but is ahead by a little bit of farm. As Duro going to get snagged. Shovel goes in, back out again.
Dom's here. I'm not sure if he should be.
Yeah, he is looking pretty low, trying to thread some volleys on forward. Shovel goes in, not going to be able to steal away the dragon. It's somehow a Sivir that grabs it. Canyon not going to drive his way out of this one, though, and Ruler able to grab a kill off the back end. So Closer goes down. Q going to connect. There's the kick flash, and Ruler is just in the wrong spot. Doc Dom going to be able to clean that one up, and DNS
is looking to fight. They were finding kills. Now they're finding summoners, sometimes finding a dragon, but that pressure needs to continue, right? They need to keep turning this into a significant gold lead. Like it was significant, it's insignificant now. But their draft is still stronger at this moment in time. But the more time given to Gen.G, the worse off they are. As Chovy still down flash here. Peter could look for the taunt angle, doesn't have flash himself.
Yeah, Canyon is going to walk in though. Peter is able to taunt his way over the wall as Duro has to flash away. Shovel going to get slowed down by the Hextech sweepers. We're looking at Dudu now as well. The Impale going to pick him up despite the stun, but the Leap Strike gets him away. Still, he is going to fall. You see, that tier is fully stacked up, so Chovy just needs to complete that item, and he will be looking pretty good. Canyon over here.
This Herald, too, links so well with the third dragon. It is going to be extra prio and potentially combat. I think DNS want to force here. Their comp is still strong right now. Annie going to be for the short teleport, but they're too late.
Yeah, it is going to be the secure there as Duro goes in. I'm not sure about that one. He is going to be taken out immediately as now Keen does use the Ragnarok. That is the Impale. Doesn't do anything at all as Doc Dom's going to split up the fight. The crash, they use the wall to lock down Shovel. And there's a throwback onto Canyon. He gets stunned up and taken out as Peter, actually lasting a long time, but that last Q will connect onto the Shen. And then Doc Dom's put into prison still. He's gonna get locked up, and Chovy takes the Realm Warp to safety.
Dudu didn't have flash, didn't have any way to close the gap there onto Chovy during the Realm Warps. Chovy is able to escape. Imagine if they got that kill onto Chovy. Again, Gen.G hold the gold advantage, but the kills going over here to DNS.
Oh dear, the Flash Rune Prison comes out. There's the hook shot. And no Stand United available. That means that Dudu is all alone.
That they're facing for the rest of this game, and I just don't think they're ever going to be able to wrestle back control. Duck Dom's going to get a little bit of alone time with this mid turret, so that's a small victory. Peter's here with him.
See whether they go for a dive as Shovel's making his way in. On the hunt does come down. There's a spell shield as Ruler tries to get Shovel out of there. He flashes forward. Ruler just trying to get that damage down, but it's not going to work. Seismic Shove connects and down goes the Sivir. But what is the cost? It's going to be Peter at least. But Gen.G are looking for even more as Docdom not going to be able to take that base gate buddy. That was never happening.
Well,
but also,
okay.
I don't know whether he was
Realm Warp
ever going to be able to do much more after that either. The Realm Warp brings Chovy in. He takes a bear to the face. In fact, there are a lot of bad guys here, but there is also an Olaf who is just going to wipe the floor with them. Canyon picks up the Jax.
The rest of the team does show up. And now I think that's the game, right? I mean, I don't think Gen.G can lose from here, right?
Yeah, surely not. Well, Duro's dead. Let's see whether Gen.G can do anything about that. As Shovel in, then out again. Double taunt is beautiful. Q connects onto Ruler as Canyon's picking up rocks from the river. It looks kind of like he picked up Docdom's rock. That's kind of cute. 2 rock-themed champions in this game. But that is just going to be a pick onto Duro, with Keen getting thrown back, and now he throws down the Ragnarok, looking for closer first. And the Twilight's Refuge does so much work, not able to get the kills. Closer able to limp his way out, and man, Ruler just needs one more ricochet. As the seismic shove connects, he manages to take down Docdom. The slam into the wall, the double kill for Chovy. And now Shovel going to come in. There is Peter trying to kill Ruler, but it's not going to work. Into the prison goes Shovel. And that's another ace for Gen.G. Short little trip through the wall. Probably saw something he didn't like in that wall and is then just going to leave. Dudu up here towards his top side, just trying to get whatever back that he can as the flash forward from Keen. Okay, Docdom is off the wall before he even gets on by the looks of things. Stop that Sonic Wave from connecting. And Dudu's back.
If he had a teleport ward, you know?
If only. Okay, that's a very dead Shen.
Man, he's had a pretty good game, but it's just not enough. And you know what? I'll say it. I'm a little bit biased for DNS just because it's crazy to see the turnaround for the squad that they've had over the last few weeks. Yeah, and it was really exciting when they actually were playing really well, but Gen.G's draft is just too good.
Do you guys think
their
that
play is too good?
Shovel's going to be okay?
No.
Okay. And Gen.G, they're in that vision where they find it. Rocks being thrown around. Look at Canyon. Like, he is absolutely immune to anything that they want to do. Although he does get taken down to half health. Crashes Dudu into the wall. Counter-Strike working out quite nicely.
Impale?
He does flash away. There's a 2-man Impale. And now, look at the ricochet damage. It doesn't quite work because Dudu kills them all. There's the Hextech Ultimatum. Docdom, he's able to take down Duro. And now Dudu goes golden, and Keen cannot fight him through the counter-strike. They kill him, and it's only Chovy left alive. So DNS, opening salvo, needs to be successful. They must kill a carry. They also then need to not get Keened. There are a lot of steps in this.
But they've already won a few miracle scraps that Gen.G played a little bit greedily.
Haphazardly.
Dudu off vision.
All right, counter-strike on
Double.
Chovy, still able to do a lot of damage, but he goes into the Zonyas. There's the Seraph Shield. They take down Chovy. Docdom is so close to dead, and he will be taken out with a ricochet, but it's Dudu that's popping off. He'll finally get taken down, though, and now, where's the answer for Keen? He flashes, he takes down Closer, and the Olaf has finally done it. Shovel, the last man standing, is Gen.G. A lot of vision now actually available for DNS, as they do manage to get that control ward into the brush around the red buff.
Not sure why they wanted to tick off the dragon, but they did that as well.
Yeah, Shovel holds onto it as Canyon is right here. They are aware this is Hextech's sole point for Gen.G. Is Dudu in the back of the pit, kind of in an awkward spot right now as Shovel is running away completely. Canyon now in that front line as Duro gets into the back line, finds it, but it is going to be Ruler going down first. Shovel's dead as well, though, and Docdom trying to deal with Chovy, and this time will not be successful. And Chovy has that arm guard we were talking about, uses it successfully, and Dudu not going to be able to survive this one. It's a triple for this Rise as Peter, I mean, he's trying as he might. It's some supportal combat and a quadra kill in the end for Chovy.
The TP to end here coming through. They want to just push through this bottom wave, through the inhibitor to take out the Nexus. Such heroics from DNS in this game, but they just didn't have the damage. The setup was amazing to kill Ruler, but they still were operating with the Talia bot laner. They did have the Annie mid. They had all the CC in the setup, but they just didn't have the damage throughput to kill the Olaf, and Gen.G will ultimately take a very close, well, for a lot of it, very close game number 1.
Yeah, looking absolutely fantastic here in the end of the game. There were certainly some moments at the beginning.
The beginning and the end were good. The beginning and the end were good.
I'm going to do an if in doubt type POG type vote, but it's also actually I believe got that with an empowered auto attack from the Hextech Dragon.
I should have voted for Chovy. I apologize to everyone, but I thought the Olaf was still
need some CC, like something to provide some lockdown. The Ambessa kind of does that for one target, but otherwise this is a lot of damage, but so much reliance on Petrifying Gaze and all sorts of things landing. And now Gen.G have an 80 carry. This is kind of crazy how it's worked out in the end. Ludicrous. Keen and Dudu continuing to fight this one out. As I think Dudu is doing kind of just fine. I mean, he's down a couple of waves, but I think you expect that in this matchup.
If you look at like the game state just overall, DNS are really, I think, earning a stable game so hard. Like they're playing super well. As see a flash.
Maybe a little bit of a caster curse here as the Bone Skewer is fantastic onto closer. He finds nothing with the ultimate, and he is ticking down. That is going to be the flash for us to do it for Chovy. That is first blood over to Gen.G.
Someone's gonna have to catch this wave. It looks like it's gonna be Peter. What a tragedy.
Oh no.
Here for DNS after a bit of a caster curse. Now taking over the jungle here a little bit and actually looking to, with this crashing wave, potentially dive Dudu. Who has flash and ult though, so a bit of a tall ask at this point in time, I would say. They do have a lot of damage here in this Pyke.
Yeah, Condemn gonna be used onto Dudu to deny that cannon as well. So he really wants to pick up this wave. If Gen.G can get this kill, it could be absolutely gigantic. Peter in position, trying to get some Coco down, but there's the flash in after the Vault Breaker, and they just kill him. Nothing that the Ambessa can do. Peter going to be taken down as well. Kill goes over to the Vayne, and yeah, the Vi dies, but I think it's still worth it. Ruler is going to suffer the same fate on the other side, though, so I guess the extended trade is just a 2 for 2.
Yeah, it's absolutely worth it here for DNS. The fact that they were able to stop Dudu from flashing or ulting because it's a Q extension flash from Canyon is super critical because they were able to get Canyon there in the extended play. The kill goes over to Peter because he was the one who had the aggro at the time. But like if he lives for even an additional second, maybe they actually don't get anything there and it's even worse. Peter's trying to save.
God, yeah, Dura's gonna come in and just kill the snake. Another stun comes down as Peter's in so much trouble. Bone Skewer goes wide, but it's a double for the Pyke.
Way to look at a Gen.G draft that just kind of needs to stabilize and we'll be fine, especially when you look at the bottom lane. And then once they do it, they seem like they're overall just not going to be punished. As Shovel's going to have to use a W late here.
Yeah, Canyon goes in, Mega Inferno Bomb goes down, Shovel going to have to try and get out of here. Petrifying Gaze onto Canyon, and they do manage to lock him down. Duro, can he find the Bone Skewer? That's the question. And does he even want to as Peter going to get stunned, and there's a Glacial Storm to take down the Bard. Is it as well? You just throw a rocket and then you just boost it around the map.
Yeah.
Going to remain very, very safe. Peter as well can move into Cosmic Binding position after a Tempered Fate very comfortably as well.
Oh, duckers, oh, duckers.
Oh dear, do a barrel roll. Do a barrel
No, he did not do a barrel roll.
Well, he sort of did. He unfortunately did it into a meteorite, and down he will go. Keen grabs another one. 2-0-1 on the Vayne. I'm trying to find these golden Skulltulas. I don't need to go to Death Mountain right now.
Yeah, no, it's...
Okay, that's a good point. And I'm probably forgetting
There's probably a lot of other...
extremely annoying.
Probably a lot of other ones we're not thinking about right now.
Okay, Flash ulti does come through from Closer. Chovy not going to get stunned up, but Shovel has so much damage. That's a good wall to block out the snake, but
he's just dead.
Yeah, I think Chovy is still just going to be taken down to the egg and will be wiped out.
Oh,
Teleport!
TP!
Oh, the teleporting egg! Oh, that was so cute!
Have one on the bottom half of the map right now, but things could go wrong. And right now, DNS have Soul Point potentially on the table if they can actually win this upcoming fight.
Yep.
Right now.
And they're on the Drake, basically. Shovel in position right now.
Trying to get his doggos back. I'm working on this dragon. Uh-oh.
Yeah, Bone Skewer going to come up through. They're trying to block off his magical journey. Cease and desist comes down. Doc Arm is just dead. Pretty low.
It's a long time, but now it feels like getting 3. The odds just went up. So
yeah.
we've seen, it's gonna be a long
maybe it's
time
not as rare as I thought.
before he gets his egg back, but the fact that he got 2, I think, really speaks to the lack of strong CC here for DNS in this composition.
Yeah. Okay, once again, he is just going to face tank the ultimate. Now he's very dead. As Keen, he's going invisible, and Shovel is going to get taken down. Peter tried to save him, but yeah, Keen will just not be stopped. Magical Journey going to be taken by the invisible... Never mind. I thought he was taking it. He decided not to.
Ruler is like, I've had enough of this thing where I can't farm. Look to potentially for a Baron turn for Gen.G. Peter.
Doctor. Duro. Anyone?
I like this new style of commentary where we do just saying the names.
Just saying the names. I'm into it as well.
It's common in Korea.
In fact, that is the style. That is just the Korean style. Keen? Keen is just going to look for even more. He is going to die.
That's a big shutdown for the Nefiri.
Yeah. And Chovy also getting a bit of a shove here towards his top lane, but now has to back away.
He doesn't have egg or teleport, so it's not egg teleport number 3.
Well, he might just kill Closer his way out. He can also make the walls. Cease and desist, that is a very dead Shovel. He is into the Baron pit. The flash immediately to follow, though, as Ruler does take that kill. Duro is dead, but that's basically what a Pyke does at this stage of the game. Doctor teleports in, though. Finds no rockets, but does flash over the wall in order to try and escape. Dash cannon forward here from Chovy. Gets the stun and knocks down Doctor. Another wall to block Dudu. Cosmic Binding goes wide. And Chovy having a little bit of a pop-off moment here on the Anivia, but
DNS, they've been on the back foot for a while here. They're going to try to send it onto the AD carry, who's playing a mage.
Yeah, let's see whether Ruler can keep himself alive. Just throws a bomb on his own head and will get taken out. So the DN Super's not able to deal with the Ziggs right here. He was very close to a death cap, but wasn't very close to a arm guard.
And unfortunately for Charvel, he wasn't close enough for a steal here, so 2 Clouds over to Gen.G now, and Chovy is just soloing Dudu.
Yeah, I guess it's not a 4v5, but maybe it is, as down will go Duro. Still, the Vayne kind of popping off, and there is not a lot of CC, remember, ladies and gentlemen. Keen still having to respect the 3 versus, or the 1 versus 4 he was kind of in, and there's the exhaust onto Dudu doing absolutely nothing. Canyon running for the hills, Chovy, full health. Can he do the 1v4? That's the question. Not if the Cosmic Binding is going to land. Just walls them off for now as the daggers. Oh, second one not going to hit, but that burn is still coming down. Dodges the Flash Frost. There's the flash away from Chovy. Another dagger connects.
Egg is up, egg is up.
And the angry doggos.
Egg and TP, egg and TP.
Yeah, there
Come on, Chovy. You just TP for no reason. Come on, get out of there.
Well, the TP is not going to come through.
We were so close to 3. We were so close to 3.
Yeah, I think he needed to have already TP'd. Yeah. Oh, another one. Okay, Tempered Fate came up at the same time that Ruler came back up. Now Dudu is just going to kill him. He's got 5 kills. This Ambassador is starting to do some things as Duro finds a Bone Skewer. Shovel is not going to be able to find a Darkened Dagger.
Doctom has TP, so he can actually side lane against Chovy, which is also kind of unexpected, but in this game state makes a lot of sense. He's calling a lot. He's looking for a solo here.
Yeah, actually he's going to flash on top of Chovy and should just kill him. Yeah, down goes the bird. And now they are flashing in, looking to kill Ruler one more time. He's dead.
Atlas.
The DN Supers are looking like they're doing it.
That's a Baron. They're going to get this Baron here. The TP from Doctom gets him right over here. And I was watching that silent matchup. I was like, wait a minute, why is Corky down there? He's got TP. 80 carry. I'm running TP because I'm playing into Ziggs, and now I've got side lane control. And this game is not DNS favored yet, but like they keep winning fights and skirmishes over and over and over again. Start to wonder if they really are in control of this game.
I mean, honestly, with the fact that it's a Pyke draft, right? Like, these drafts get really difficult to play later on into the game because it's basically 4 versus 5. He dies as an afterthought. You can see there the Phosphorus Bomb. Like, one more of those and Duro is just dead. So Soul Point on the cards here for both teams.
Dudu on a really cool angle here. Duro trying to stop him, but he knows he's not going to be able to do so. They're going to just walk away here from the Tempered Fate and give this over. The only good news for Gen.G is that this burned a lot of the Baron timer.
Yeah,
I suppose. But look at the push in the bottom lane. They're just going to take out that inner.
Wait, is this just a base race? Oh wait, you don't win that. You don't win that. It's a Ziggs. Like you don't win that race.
They're going to lose this inhibitor.
Like grats on the Baron, but come on guys. Yeah, you're going to have to go back home. This is such a big win for Gen.G because they've stopped the push. That is the main thing. And Chovy will get slowed down. Cosmic Binding does go wide. And look, they're looking for a turn. Cease and assist into the backline. Doctom's punished for killing Chovy earlier. And that's even going to do more damage to the push potential. At least Dudu stayed in the bottom lane to take down the inhibitor turret, but he's going to have to go back now because they are struggling to defend. In goes Duro, looks for the death from below. They take down the snake. That is so much damage now missing. Closer has been the main character for this team for so long, and now they're going to lose both of their Nexus turrets. Gen.G, can they stick around and finish this game off and claim the 2-0? There's the ulti from Peter landing, but the public execution could have just been private, I'm pretty sure. Dudu gonna have to flash away. Peter is just dead. And Shovel, he goes untargetable, but not for very long. And the Nexus will eventually go down. Gen.G, they wipe their brow and say easy 2-0.
Well, a very, very close one here at the last moments as...
Wait,
man,
how the
Gen.G.
heck am I supposed to give a POG?
Well, you know what you did last time.
Is it just... Yeah, I guess. He did that, but he didn't do 3. Things moving towards further on. But yeah, Chobi not needing to.
I'm actually a little disappointed they didn't list egg teleports too.
Yeah, where are the Eggaport stats?